Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is your boy Tanveer Side, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps this legally blind YouTube content creator remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos in this channel. And through the YouTube algorithms would also help this channel grow. Right? Yeah, I'm trying a little bit of a different hairstyle for at least another week or so. So let's see how that works. And if there is some weird masking errors near my head, so please bear with it. Like it's a software issue, so there's nothing I can do about it. Like because I don't understand software very well. But anyways, today I'm gonna talk about my initial remarks after watching the extended trailer for Resident Evil Death Island. It's coming out on July 7th in Japan, I believe. I vaguely recall the Wikipedia page kind of said, or some of the page kind of said that US release date not announced or not available at the moment, which also leads me to believe that it's a bit of a test movie. This is good timing from a marketing standpoint when it comes to Capcom. Okay, because they already have a lot of momentum going their way with the positive feedback from Resident Evil 4 remake. So this is the best time to release this type of movie. This movie basically attempts to unite much of the main protagonists of the previous Resident Evil games. I've seen some people call this the Avengers of Resident Evil, which is unbelievably stupid because Avengers Infinity War or Endgame would not have worked without Thanos. Okay? Who is your Thanos? That guy, Dylan Taylor? That's your Thanos? Someone who was seen cowering in a corner? I think this is a fan service movie. What caught my attention are two things. One, Jill is said to be suffering from PTSD. Okay. And she's basically blaming herself for attacking Chris and maybe Rebecca. I don't know. Maybe Resident Evil 5 remake is not going to have Sheva, it's going to have Rebecca. Jill blames herself. Now, let me just stop right there and explain what a huge opportunity Capcom have written themselves into again. This time, I really hope they realize it. Okay? Jill was brainwashed by Wesker. What do we know of Wesker and his personality? Wesker is a destroyer. And Wesker the Destroyer used Jill to do some of Wesker's bidding. Now you see why I included that clip. The storytelling potential is unbelievably immense with this storyline of Jill recovering from PTSD. Okay. And I really hope this time Capcom does not ruin Jill Valentine just like they ruined Claire Redfield to the point where they had no choice but to rewrite her just so that Capcom could make her generic and relatable to the other protagonists in the series. Before her rewrite, Claire Redfield did not fit in with the other protagonists. And speaking of protagonists, where's Sherry Birkin? Why isn't she in this movie? If people remember Resident Evil 6, Sherry Birkin and Jake Wesker were actually a significant part of that game. Why aren't they in this movie? If this is supposed to be some type of grand finale reunion battle beatdown extravaganza, you would expect the girl that got rescued from Resident Evil 2 and actually has half of Wolverine's powers in Resident Evil 6, you'd actually expect Sherry to be there. The second thing that caught my attention, why is Claire Redfield there? What purpose does she serve to the story? I'll give you my thinking. Okay. Chris Redfield is in BSAA. Jill Valentine is in BSAA. Rebecca Chambers is in BSAA. Leon S. Kennedy works for the DSO or Stratcom or whatever that outfit is called under the US government. All of these four people are part of an active engagement outfit. Why is Claire Redfield, who works for TerraSave, there? TerraSave is not an active engagement outfit. TerraSave is a victim support outfit. But more importantly, Capcom have finally written themselves into a position where they can make Jill Valentine one of the most significant characters with storytelling, character development, and storytelling in Resident Evil. And I just hope they do not ruin Jill Valentine just like they objectively ruined Claire Redfield. If you don't believe me, watch all of my videos on Claire Redfield, the original one, the Allison Court and anonymous voice acted ones, not the Stephanie Panisello one. Oh my god, I loathe the Stephanie Panisello Claire Redfield. It's like nails on a chalkboard in terms of character and personality. Will I watch this movie? Most likely. Yes, I will watch this movie. Because considering my coverage of the Resident Evil content, yep, I am going to watch this movie. I'm not going to watch Damnation. I'm not going to watch Vendetta because I heard those were just garbage movies and nothing of significance happens, anyways. And like I said, the most unique character from the original roster is not there. Everyone else is just generic survival horror hero or heroine or generic survival horror villain. I've seen this generic survival horror story several times. This is why I'm not watching Damnation, Vendetta, Welcome to Raccoon City. Oh, Welcome to Raccoon City. Good Lord, no, I am not watching it. Then what else you got? Afterlife, Retribution, and all those weird live action movies. But this one, yeah, considering my renewed interest in the franchise, yes, I will watch it. In theaters, possibly not. On digital release, most likely. But let the movie get released first, and then we'll talk about that. What I will be particularly looking for, and this has to do with the future of the releases moving forward from Resident Evil 4 Remake. What game will be remade next? I'll be looking for one particular element, best way to put it. I will pay very, very close attention to what Claire Redfield says. Okay, because first of all, I am convinced now that this is a retcon Claire and this is a retcon Leon and whatnot. And in fact, if you compare to the original, Claire Redfield perhaps is the only one, and maybe even Sherry Birkin, but more so Claire Redfield. These two are the only people who are so different in character from their original when they were retconned. Leon S. Kennedy, yes, he is also different. Okay, this Leon S. Kennedy is less tolerable, but still, the difference in Claire Redfield is actually the most when it comes to main characters. But pay very close attention to what Claire Redfield says. If Claire Redfield mentions either Rodrigo and or Steve, the chances that Resident Evil Code Veronica will be remade next slightly increases. However, if Claire Redfield does not mention that and only mentions Rockford Island and Finding Chris, and even the Ashfords, it doesn't count. Then the chances that Code Veronica will be remade next does not improve. And the chances that Resident Evil 5 will be remade next still is much higher than that of Code Veronica getting remade next. Because if you saw the story of Resident Evil 4 remake and the ending, I don't know how much clearer does Capcom need to make to the fans that the next game coming out is Resident Evil 5 remake. Okay? On top of that, this movie trailer, how much they focused on Chris and Jill. Chris and Jill. Rebecca got a little bit of dialogue in the trailer. Claire got even less dialogue in the trailer. And Leon, he's just there for some reason. He's just there because his employer told him to be there. Okay, this focus on Chris and Jill. This tells you that the next game gonna be remade is Resident Evil 5 remake. And the potential is very, very, very good. People, think about it. God of War Ragnarok. Why do you think it worked? Why do you think it is the greatest game story ever told, ever in the history of gaming? Why do you think that is? It's because of the Norse mythology? No, it's because of the characters and their stories. The first Last of Us. Why do you think it worked? Because of the cordyceps outbreak? No, it's because of the personal character stories of Joel and Ellie. Same way, Resident Evil has never been good at character storytelling. They have one chance that they have with Jill Valentine that they have written themselves into. After messing up grandly, extensively with Claire Redfield, they have another chance with Jill Valentine. I really hope Capcom does not ruin this opportunity. Let me know what you thought about the trailer, your expectations, and what you want to see in terms of character storytelling moving forward in the series. And as always, hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. This is your boy Tanveer Sai, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.